Good morning, everybody. Dr. Anita here. You're riding in the car with the Chiro from Mylon Family Chiropractic Center. So the election's over, supposedly. I don't know if it's completely over, but enough of that. We still need to fight for our rights to be able to make healthcare decisions that are right for ourselves and our families, and that nobody in any position outside of our own partner in life should ever have any say about our healthcare decisions. And that's all I'm going to say regarding that stuff, okay? So what I wanted to talk today about is migraines. Man, I've been seeing a lot of people struggling with headaches and migraines, including my own colleagues talking about how it lays them up. And I can tell you, I've struggled with migraines my entire life. They are way more under control now than they've ever been in my life. Stress is a big factor in whether or not they're going to push you over the edge. But for those of you that struggle with migraines, it's not just a headache. The migraine debilitates you. The migraine lays you up. The migraine makes you so that you can't do anything, meaning can't manage your house, can't manage your children, can't go to work, can't do a thing. It makes you resort to all kinds of things to try and help yourself. You try heat, you try ice, you try muscle creams, you try CBD oils, you try, you name it, you try it, over the counters and prescriptions. And the majority of patients that come in who have done the gamut of things, me included, finds that when they use prescription medications, it just knocks them out, but it doesn't solve their migraine. They still wake up with a freaking headache. So what is the value of that? And it poisons your system and it makes you incoherent, etc., etc. So what is the value of that? In my opinion, not a whole lot. Because never does those outside-in approaches address why you feel the way you do. Does this sound like you? Does this sound like your loved one? Does this sound like your kiddo? Because I was that kid who got migraines. And so, lock myself in a dark room, take whatever meds my mom had available for me, and just miss out on the day, the night, sometimes even the next day, maybe spend part of my evening vomiting, horrible. Right? So if this is you, I'm here to offer solutions. Because as a chiropractor, my whole focus is getting your spine and nervous system working at its best. And I can tell you that when your spine and nervous system is not working, migraines are a massive symptom of dysfunction of that nervous system, specifically in the upper neck area. The majority of folks that come in with migraine headaches have had some type of history of traumas. Specifically, the most common is motor vehicle accidents. Not yesterday, not last week, not last month, but years and years and years ago. 10, 20, 30 years ago. I had a bad accident, but it wasn't a big deal. I mean, my car got jacked up and I broke my arm. That was the only issue I had. Interesting. Or, I played 8 years of football, but I never had any injury. I mean, it's football. Right. Or, I was playing competitive soccer, and I remember jumping up to head the ball, and a couple of times we knocked heads, but it was no big deal. I kept playing. Good morning, Patricia. It's crazy to me, but I'm a chiropractor, for people to suggest that all those things that they've lived through in their lives are not contributing factors as to why somebody would suffer with migraines, whether it's right after those traumas or 5, 10 years later after those traumas, where they start out with a mild headache that they take some kind of over-the-counter substance for, Tylenol, Aleve, whatever, and it doesn't work eventually, and the headaches get more intense, and they get more frequent. Now you're calling into work. Now you're missing opportunities to socialize with your loved ones, your family, your significant other. Now you are worried about living your life in fear of, well, what if I get a headache, meaning migraine, and then I can't go and do the things I want to do? So chiropractic's approach is really simple. Let's find out why. And if we can identify the why and actually correct it, you do not have to suffer with migraines for the rest of your life. That's the truth. And I look forward to helping any one of you out there that struggles with this so that we can find an answer and solution for you. I know that chiropractic has made a huge difference in my life. I very rarely get migraines. Very rarely, as in maybe once or twice a year. My typical triggers for me is I forgot to wear my sunglasses when I'm out on the boat, and the glare causes me to squint like this for hours on end, and I do wind up with a migraine when I get back to land. It's my own fault. I'm sure drinking wine didn't help while I was out on the boat, but hey, I'm having a good time. But that was my own fault, right? So if you are suffering from migraines or headaches, you don't have to suffer anymore. We have solutions for you. All you got to do is reach out to me and come on into the office. Let's check you out and see. Good news today. It's the beginning of November. Every single year, I do a food drive. What's awesome about my food drive is we get to donate food to help struggling families in need so that they can have an amazing Thanksgiving. And so for the donation of a large bag of groceries, $25 or more of non-perishables, boxed and canned items, you can come into the office and get a complete and thorough consultation and a complete and thorough examination, as well as my report as to what we found, to figure out how we can help you regain your health naturally through chiropractic. So it's a great opportunity to help yourself. It's a great opportunity for a minimal donation to come in and find out how we can help you. And in doing so, we're able to help local families have a very happy Thanksgiving. So even if you don't want to come in, you can stop by and drop off some food. We'd love to have you participate in our food drive. It stays right in our community locally, so we know that it's getting to a real family in need. So please do. It's our food drive for the month of November up till right before Thanksgiving. So give us a call. If you're suffering with migraines, give me an opportunity to show you how we can help you suffer no more. So this is Dr. Anita from Mylon Family Chiropractic Center. You've been riding in the car with the Chiro. Thank you for joining me. I look forward to seeing you next week on your next Riding in the Car with the Chiro. Have a fabulous Thursday. See ya.